and welcome to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. So pleased to have you join us. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Of course, another great show today. Lots of wonderful people in the Verde Valley, and we're so pleased when we can have them on board with us. So great show. First up, we're going to have from Sedona Sunrise Toastmasters. We're going to have Kegn Moorcroft, who is the Vice President of Education with those guys. Anybody have a fear of public speaking, perhaps? One or two of you, maybe? Well, Toastmasters is definitely something you want to look into. It's a really cool organization. I know you've heard about it. I know you've seen the signs posted and you've gone, I wonder what that is. Well, Keegan's going to tell us all about that today, so stick around. Then we're going to talk to Master Gardener Bill Marmaduke. It's time to start pruning those deciduous fruit trees. If you're like me, you may have killed a few of them, thinking you were doing right, but no, we did it all wrong. So Bill's going to be here to tell us all about that. And they've got some great workshops coming up, the Yavapai County Master Gardeners Association. So he's going to tell us about that too, so you can be in the know and not kill your trees like I have. So then we'll meet Renee Johanna. Now she has written her first book. It's wonderful, first-time author. She's written Welcome to Awakening, How to Be Free in the Human Experience. Yes. Very interesting and introspective. Very cool book. I'm excited to have her talk about her experience with writing it, and you get to experience that too. Then we'll go on the road, courtesy of our friends at Cat and Verde Links. We'll hang out with Pilates instructor Sandy Lochow. Now she's going to tell us all about Pilates, the differences between Pilates and other things, show us some moves, all kinds of neat stuff, all in the wonderful view of Cathedral Rock. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So stick around for that. We'll finish out our show with Christy Fisher and Cattywampus. Way too much fun. Group of absolutely the most fun people. We pulled them down from Jerome for the day so they could perform live on the show. They have a new album coming out. Actually, they're first, so it's really exciting to have them on the show. So we're going to get started. Our first guest today is Kegn Moorcroft, who is the Vice President of Education for the Sedona Sunrise Toastmasters.
Hi.
How fun.
Yeah, it's a good title too.
I know. Now, you don't strike me as someone who needs Toastmasters because you're so outgoing and an eloquent speaker. I mean, how did you get involved with that? Were you different when you started?
I was a different human being. If you had put me in this scenario 3 years ago, I would be quivering in the corner, shaking. I could not public speak. I could not have a conversation with a stranger. And Toastmasters has transformed the way I speak, the way I lead, the way I communicate. And that's just not only professionally, but with my friends and my family and with my husband. It's really brought me a long way. I wish you could have seen an interview from 3 years ago because it was much different.
Huh, how interesting. So tell us about Toastmasters. When did it start? What is it?
Toastmasters is a leadership and communication skilled meeting, and guests are welcome to attend any meeting at any given time. The club that I represent is called Sedona Sunrise, so it's more for professionally minded leaders who want to either open a business and they're a little afraid to get new clientele, or they want to go into real estate, but they don't know how to be a leader. They don't know how to demand respect and confidence. They don't know how to get their people's eyes on them when they walk into a room. And that's really a skill that can be taught and can be practiced. And the hardest thing about it is that you go to these meetings and you can sign up for roles. And every role is a speaking role in front of others. You begin to become much more comfortable in your own skin, hearing your own voice. No one likes the sound of their own voice, but you begin to feel comfortable with that. And being comfortable means increased enthusiasm, increased drive, increased perseverance, whatever you're looking for. I am such an advocate for Toastmasters. It really has transformed me.
I bet. How amazing. That I didn't really think when I looked into Toastmasters that it would affect people's lives so broadly, but watching you and listening to what you've just said, I can see how, yes, of course, you're going to get better at speaking in public. However, you're going to communicate better with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your coworkers, the man at the grocery store. I mean, it's life-changing stuff.
Yeah. One of the roles that you can sign up for is called Awe Counter. And essentially, you have a clicker in your hand, and when you hear people say filler words such as like, so, you know, and, or double clutches when they say or I guess, you click them. And what becomes what was once a unconscious filler word, almost like a tick, you become cognizant of what you're saying, and then you start to hear other people using those words, and of course you want to correct them, but you can't be rude. But it is really nice to be mindful of those words that really don't make you sound smart.
Sure.
They make you sound a little bit uneducated, or whatever the word is, just not realizing that you're making these sounds and filler words, and the all counter just clicks you. And so when you hear those words being clicked, you begin to realize that you're using these words all the time.
Oh my gosh.
And you can stop using them.
How about that?
I don't know. It's really cool.
I bet. You wouldn't think about that. A lot of us, I know I listen to my daughter. She says like every
that word, like,
4 words. It's
horrible.
I know, and you're right. Einstein did not go, like.
Right. He said a complete sentence eloquently.
Absolutely.
And in Toastmasters, you can begin to start speaking like that.
Ah, excellent. Okay, so how does a person get involved? Say, okay, I'm ready. I want to get involved. I want that. I want to be like you. Grab that enthusiasm, have that ability to speak, that presence when I walk in the room. That's so cool that you said that can be taught.
It really
That's
can.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you become part of it?
What I would do is go to as many different clubs in the region as possible. There's a couple clubs in Flagstaff, in Prescott, in Cottonwood. In Sedona, there's 2. I would go to those clubs because each club has a different dynamic, a different type of person who goes to that club. For example, the Sedona Toastmasters Club, they are at night, and it's about a 2-hour session. Ours is in the morning, so you have to be an early riser. You have to be perky in the morning. And so there's a lot of different types of clubs, and being a guest in these clubs and seeing how they operate can really help you determine what club would be best for you. And you can be a guest for as long as you want. You can be a guest for years.
Wow.
And the price to actually be a member is really affordable. So you see people in all economic states and all types of jobs. I mean, you could work at Circle K and be able to afford this. You could work with my job at the chamber and be able to afford this. So it's just a good option to build leadership. In fact, my boss is the one who told me to do it because I was struggling. And now not so much.
I cannot imagine you struggling, Kegn. You're the most enthusiastic person I know.
Thank you. It was real, though. The struggle's real.
The struggle's real. Absolutely. I see that. I mean, people ask me that all the time. And I sure when I was a kid, and for me, I always felt like I was going to throw up. That was my thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whoa, before going on stage, I always felt like I was going to throw up. Well, eventually I got to a point where I didn't care anymore. And I got past that. Practice. Lots of it. You can only feel like you're going to throw up so often before you wear yourself out. So I'm sure people experience that. I know people who start to stutter, or people may start to sweat, or people get fidgety, and then all those tics come out. And I see that all the time doing my job. And this should be a college course. Toastmasters should be an absolutely required thing, say seniors in high school. You got to start that.
You got to start it. You can do it. Help us out. No, that's a great idea. And being able to speak in public is a real social skill. And it's not taught hardly ever. I remember my first college course of public speaking. I was a wreck, and no one taught me how to breathe. No one taught me how to relax and not play with my hands and fidget with my hair and just calm down and speak.
Interesting.
It's a really useful club, and there's people all ages, which is nice as well.
Excellent, and I like that there are so many different clubs. If you look online, Toastmasters is a national organization. You can see that, and then you can see in your area, you can see all the different areas. Now, to go online to find the Sedona Sunrise Toastmasters Club, we have to go to, and it's kind of long, sedonasunrise.toastmastersclubs.org. There it is. It takes up the whole screen. See that? But that'll get us there.
Right. Or you could go to toastmasters.org and find a club near you.
There you go. See,
that might be a little easier.
Might be a little easier.
Hopefully you come to ours, but whatever club you go to, you're going to be affecting your overall professionality. You're going to be increasing your leadership, and it's really helped me with my career and a lot of other facets.
I would think it would increase your income too.
It has a little bit.
Yeah, I would
maybe
think.
one day a little more.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're going to interview better. People are going to go, ooh, I want that person versus an ummer or a liker or or one of those hair fidgeters.
Right on. Yep, hair fidgeters.
So, thank you for explaining that, because I knew that it involved public speaking, but to see how broad the effects are, the ripple effects when you join a club like this that teaches you to be comfortable in your own skin. I mean, wow. People go to how many years of therapy to be comfortable in their own skin? All they needed to do was go to Toastmasters.
Right. The solution was there all along. They just didn't know about it. Oh my gosh.
So tell us the national website, toastmasters.org. Yep. Very, very, very simple. Okay. Thank you, Kegn.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate you being here to tell us all about that. So check it out. Go to, the club nearest you. Check it out. You can drop in as a guest.
For free, as long as you want.
There you go. If you want to join up, awesome. You can change your life, everybody's life around you. So check it out. And check out Sedona Sunrise Toastmasters Club for sure, if you're an early bird like I am. We've been talking with Kegn Moorcroft, the Vice President of Education. Very cool title for the Sedona Sunrise Toastmasters. We'll be right back with the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. You know, Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
Lease it now with Sears Hometown and Outlet. Right now is the perfect time to take a closer look at leasing. Leasing's a great way to get more. Choose from thousands of items throughout the store and online. Pick out at least $199 worth of items to start a lease and take home the brands you love with no credit required. It's simple. Take home what you want, when you want it, and leave satisfied.
Come see me, Lisa Peterson, your local store owner, and our great team at the Cottonwood Sears Hometown Store.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Master Gardener Bill Marmaduke. Did you know it's the time of year now to start thinking about pruning trees? And if you don't do it right, you're going to end up with a dead tree on your hand. We don't want to do that, do we, Bill?
No, do not.
And it's pretty easy, I have to say. I've done it a few times.
It is easy. You can go to our website, the Cooperative Extension of Yavapai County. Mm-hmm. We have fruit tree pruning videos there that show you how to do it. Mm-hmm. We are also having a demonstration on the 10th of February, which is a Saturday. Mm-hmm. It's at 10 a.m. and the county agent will be there. It's at My Orchard. Mm-hmm. And he will be showing people, everybody who wants to attend. It's open to the public.
And it's free, too.
It's free. It's free. And he'll give you a lesson on how to prune a fruit tree.
Wow.
It's not hard, but it is work.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
And we prune the trees in order to improve the airflow, improve the structure of the tree so that we have more exposure of leaves to light. Mm-hmm. That allows the tree to develop more energy to grow to its growth and energy to its fruit production. Mm-hmm. I would also say, in addition to pruning fruit trees, now is also the time to plant them. Mm-hmm. If you are thinking about planting fruit trees, it's best to plant them when they're dormant. And then that allows them to get accustomed and settle into the soil, and they are not shocked at the same time that they're trying to break dormancy and produce leaves and flowers and all.
Right, that's interesting. It's a short window of time, isn't it, Bill, the dormancy period?
There is. Generally, they'll be going dormant in the Verde Valley sometime in November. Most fruit trees don't really drop their leaves immediately. They're kind of a late sort of dropping organism. And then you'll have December, January, February. By February, late February, most of our early blooming trees will be in bloom here, even in a hard winter. By March, everything starts blooming. Apples, plums, pears, they're all out there and going. By April, you'll have fruit set, primarily.
Fantastic.
Now, I would also like to tell you that for people who want to talk to a master gardener about these things or any problems they're having, we also have a service. It's kind of one of our chief services that's called the Master Gardener Help Desk. We have a help desk in Prescott at the main office, and we have a help desk at our Verde Valley office. It's located over by the Verde Valley Justice Center. There is a master gardener on duty there in the morning from 9 to noon and from 1 to 4 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. You can come in and ask us questions. You can phone us, 554-8992. You get a master gardener on the line, and you can ask for information. You can ask us to try to solve a problem for you. You know, it's a service to the public, and we really enjoy talking to the public and and in helping people solve their problems.
Wow.
Now, if people want to come into our office, it's located basically across from the sheriff's office in the Verde Valley Justice Center. When you drive in to the Justice Center, the first thing you see is the big parking lot out in front of the sheriff's office. And we're in a little freestanding building that is on the other side of the parking lot.
Oh.
You'll see it. It'll be the one on the right side. It's got a sign there. It has the University of Arizona logo, and it says that it's a cooperative extension office.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, the master gardeners that are in there, I read a little bit about it. You have to go through quite a bit to be designated a master gardener.
We go through a university class that trains us to do what we do. We're all volunteers. Most of the people who are master gardeners also are very highly educated in their other careers. Most of us are retired. There are a few people who are still working, but most of us have higher education credentials. And we are, as I say, a volunteer organization. We're there to help the county agent extend his reach, so to speak, in providing education and information to the public, science-based information about gardening, about landscaping, about just growing things in general.
It must be a little bit more challenging to do that here in Arizona versus, you know, say, Georgia.
It is. There are parts of the country that we sort of laughingly refer to as stick it in the ground and watch it grow country. That's not Arizona.
Definitely not.
Gardening is a challenge here. One of the most frequent questions we get from people is, I just moved here from Michigan or Virginia or California or various places, and nothing seems to grow here. I would say, well, it does grow here, but it's a little more difficult. You have to deal with weather extremes. You have to deal with desert kinds of soils. You have to deal with a whole suite of diseases and insects that maybe you haven't seen before.
Right.
So it's a little challenging. A lot of times when people come to us with problems, we can answer them with one recommendation, which is give it a little more water.
Oh, that's probably across the board.
Yes.
Can't imagine you have too many overwatering issues here.
No, not at all.
And then we have the pests too. Of course, we have the javelinas, the rabbits, the deer.
Right.
They're going to come and munch everything up your newly planted fruit trees.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh. So there's workshops coming up. They're free. No registration is required. The first one is happening in Camp Verde on February 10th. It's happening at the Marmaduke Orchard.
That's correct.
Which is very cool on Silver Road in Camp Verde. Now, if they go online, are they able to find that information?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
If they go to Cooperative Extension, Yavapai County, it is there. There are several selections on the website. They just want to click on the selection for gardening and information. It will come up with a little advertisement that says where the workshops are held.
Great.
There is another workshop that's being held up in Chino Valley for people in the Prescott area. It's somewhat later in the
February 24th, also
Yes.
at 10 a.m.
Yes.
Yep, so that's two that are coming up in February. Camp Verde, February 10th, and Chino Valley, February 24th. Again, free, no pre-registration. Go online. You'll get the information you need on where to go. Bill, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
You're amazing.
Well,
we could
thank
talk
you.
another 45 minutes about stuff. We haven't gotten anywhere yet, so that's just wonderful. Thank you.
Well, I'll come back and talk to you.
You
for
should.
45
You should.
minutes if you want.
I'd love that we can go check in with a Master Gardener too.
Oh,
That's
yes.
really the helpline. Thank you
Yes.
for telling us that.
Yeah.
All right, so check it out, the Yavapai County Master Gardeners Association. It's so super. Master Gardener Bill Marmaduke here. Don't go away. We've got more of the experience coming right up.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at StanleySteelStructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
Nothing personalizes a home like paint, and JPS Paint Center is your paint pro. Featuring durable interior and exterior paints from Benjamin Moore. JPS Paint Center can help you find the perfect shade, and they're experts in color matching for any project, including their selection of automotive paints from standard to extravagant. JPS Paint Center. Find the perfect paint and all your paint supplies too on Main Street in Cottonwood.
Northern Arizona Mortgage Corporation is your local choice for personalized home loans, and they've been doing it since 1986. They help home buyers obtain FHA, VA, USDA guaranteed rural housing, and conventional loans. From start to finish, they offer a safe in-person application process with licensed loan originators. Contact Shelley White Collier at northernArizonaMortgage.com or call 634-4251. Visit their office, located at 707 East Mingus, Suite 601, Cottonwood.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Renee Johanna. She's an author. She's written her first book. It's so cool. It's called Welcome to Awakening, How to Be Free in the Human Experience. Are you ready to dive into this? Because I am.
Good.
Thank you for being here, Renee.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, congratulations on your
Thank
book.
you.
Very super. Now tell us, did you know you were going to write a book? How many years ago?
Honestly, I wrote forever. I always journaled. I always had little pieces of me everywhere. I had no idea I was actually a writer. I came to the awareness of a lot of things the last few years, and it's in the book. But I knew I wanted to write a book about the best advice I could ever leave anybody, because everybody came to me for my advice. And I wanted to just, especially for my boys, leave like, if they ever needed me, it would always be in a book kind of thing. So what I realized very quickly is I had to live the truth of everything I was writing, especially for them. And if I couldn't move through it, and I couldn't keep writing. And I'm telling you, it transformed my entire life.
Wow.
I opened up to the fact that I'm completely intuitive. I had no idea that was my monster. Like, I thought that was my curse. I didn't know what that was, but it was like this shadow I kept outrunning, trying to desperately be normal, and I kind of suck at it, and now I know why. And it's all in the book. It's really my own transformation to accept that this is completely me, and I need to roll with it, because it feels a lot better.
Oh gosh, yeah, fighting who you are never feels good.
So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And the book is basically, it transformed into how to love yourself through absolutely everything, because been there, done that, and then how to live in this new light of awakening. That's why I said welcome to awakening, because this is where you get to have those real, authentic, genuine relationships and intimacy like you've never had before. And just, you fall in love with life, where I was fighting life. Like, honestly, I was suicidal most of my life. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with me and the right diagnosis. So I realized through, honestly, my grandma coming through my dreams after she died and telling me more helped me understand things. And it's honestly the first time I didn't feel crazy. So I had to write about it. Come on.
Yeah.
there's something there.
Yeah, for sure. Other people have to know about this.
And I hope that it helps mostly people that are lost, confused, tortured. Most of the brilliant and gifted are extremely tortured with their own power until they find a channel that makes perfect sense to them. And that's mostly what I wrote the book about. My son struggles with addiction, and I wanted the perfect words to hit home. So I think I got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like it. I love my book.
Oh, good. That's super.
Which is hard. I'm hard to impress, so that's not an ego thing. That's me honestly reading everything on the planet about mind and human behavior all my life, trying to figure me out so I could be happy. And to consolidate everything into one book, then add my own experience and my own transformation as I'm writing it is really kind of a unique experience, I think, and that's why I love it.
Very good, very healing. Would you say you're a different person now than you were when you started writing?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still the same person, but I have allowed myself brand new thoughts that feel better to me. And nothing that doesn't align with the inside of just feeling amazing energy and moving forward, and it's working. Because the better I feel, the better things get.
Sure.
And it's so easy, but people make it so hard, and I did forever, and I think that was all part of the process. Is I had to prove everything to myself. I'm one of those that prove it to me, and that's why I was the biggest skeptic in the world. That's why it's important that I guess that's part of this process too, is I understand everybody. I see behind their eyes. I see their pain and their sadness, and I have most of my life. It's just I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know how to help them. I sure didn't know how to help myself. So it's been a process.
Okay.
And my dead grandma helped me.
There you go. Go grandma. Grandmas are great, whether they're living or on the other side.
Kidding.
Grandmas are always
they
great.
rock.
Totally. Well, thank you for sharing with the world what you've learned and your experience and your expertise in those areas, because really if one person's life is uplifted, then you've earned your place in heaven. You've done your job.
Yeah.
And if more people, and my understanding is for every book that you sell, you also save some of the proceeds to then give a book to someone who may be struggling. Tell us how that program's working for you.
Great in the respect that I love the people that are offering me up names of people that they love and feel the message would hit home with. Unfortunately, there hasn't been a lot of feedback from the people actually receiving the book, and because I can see behind everybody's eyes, I understand what's happening.
Certainly.
Until they're really ready to dive into the truth of themselves. When you offer something up that really is a mere reflection of their truth, and someone's saying, hey, read this, it hurts.
Yeah.
It's probably a slap in the face. So it's been interesting. And I don't really attach to anything anymore personally. I just allow whatever comes to me to really resonate, with what I want to do with it now. And I love that kind of feedback because it taught me well that people are not going to think, oh, it's such a nice gift and blah, blah, blah. No, they're not ready. And why the hell did you send it to me?
Right. Until they are ready.
Yeah.
Until that
At
day
least
when
it's a
they see the
seed.
book and they go, today is the day I read this book.
But here's what I love is it really made the people that asked me to do that feel amazing about themselves. So regardless, it's a win.
Wow. Check that out. And I like that the books are donated anonymously through the name of Johanna's Angels.
Yes.
That's really cool. So.
And there's one more thing I wanted to add is there's going to be like these spontaneous, because I'm going to be traveling around the country now. I'm just going to randomly insert like these positive messages, write my name in the book, and leave it wherever I'm traveling.
Wow.
Like where I feel inspired to leave it, I'll just drop it and see who magically gets it. I think it'll be fun.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And especially if you have a little thing like contact me if your life's been changed.
Yes.
Wow. Well, congratulations on taking your book and going on tour. I mean, basically that's what's happening here.
Yes.
We're doing a tour.
Yes.
That's super. If we want to get a hold of your book, where do we find it?
On my website is reneejohanna.com. And it's on Amazon. So just put Welcome to Awakening and it'll pop right up.
Boop. There it is. There you go. And of course, some of the proceeds go into the program where the books can be donated to someone else. And if somebody has someone, do they contact you through your website? And throw you that out? That's super.
Or my email is reneejohanna@gmail.com.
Excellent.
Yes.
Renee, thank you for being here.
Thank
you. Thank you for writing this book.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
And the transformation, you can see the light in your eyes. It's really beautiful. So thank you for bringing that forward. And good luck on your tour, and just have a blast.
Thank you.
So, all right. Renee Johanna. That's so awesome. Welcome to Awakening How to Be Free in the Human Experience. Check out reneejohanna.com. Check her out on Facebook too. Don't go away, because we've got Cattywampus coming up real soon, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
A1 Supreme Moving is your Verde Valley hometown movers. Trust your valuables to a family-owned and operated company with 31 years of moving experience. A1 Supreme Moving offers packing services. Fully licensed and bonded, your belongings are insured at full replacement value. Ask about teacher and vet discounts, as well as redecorating and holiday prep services. A1 Supreme Moving has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For Supreme service, call A1 Supreme Moving at 634-0963.
We Organize You serves the entire Quad City area and the Verde Valley with custom cabinetry, including kitchen, garage, laundry, custom home office, and closet systems. Stop by their showroom in Chino Valley to see how they can make your home more convenient and valuable. It's time to get reorganized with We Organize You. For more information, go to weorganizearizona.com. That's weorganizearizona.com.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here in the shadow of Cathedral Rock with the beautiful Sandy Lochow, who is a Pilates instructor here in Sedona, to talk about Pilates. We've all talked about Pilates. This Pilates, we want to call it even a craze, but it's been around for a while. This is not new, Pilates.
It has been, Pilates has been invented in the 20s by Joseph Pilates, who was a German person, and he actually became very famous like 50 years after his death with Pilates.
Huh.
Yes.
Huh. Now, what's the principle of Pilates? It is an exercise, correct?
It is an exercise, yes. And the principles of Pilates is alignment, strength, and flexibility for the human body. And Pilates also emphasizes to move in a way the body was designed, kind of like in a functional movement, where you move the way your joints were built and you move the way the body is made for.
Huh, interesting. So that does make it different than, per se, weightlifting at the gym or something.
It does. It is completely different, and the most significant difference I find towards other activities is the decompression of the spine, the elongating of the muscles. So Pilates creates long, lean, flexible muscles. And you're also decompressing the spine with certain exercises and a special routine that your Pilates instructor can create, and the workout that we can design for each single person.
I do like that, the longer, leaner muscle, which is very obvious on you. We can see that. And the decompressing the spine, so it sounds like Pilates would be good for someone maybe with some musculoskeletal issues.
Pilates is good for almost everybody because we do have a lot of modifications, and we can work in any position that we necessarily need to or we want to work in. So that means sitting up, laying down, and even just, you know, sitting in different positions or kneeling. So any position is possible to work Pilates with.
Now we're sitting on mats, and we all know we've seen these before. These are yoga mats. So we can do Pilates here. We can do Pilates anywhere, which is cool. But there's all kinds of other little toys that come with it too.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff to play with in Pilates, and what I like about Pilates is the variety of things to do, because you want to mix it up. You want to keep it fun. You want to adjust your workout depending on how your body is changing. If you improve certain things, you want to move on to other fun stuff. So we have a lot of equipment to play with. In mat class, I like to use the ball, and I also like to use the magic circle. Okay, so those are just two of those things. The smaller things that I brought today. Other equipment in the studio can be the chair, the wound-out chair. It can be the reformer. It can be the Cadillac, the tower, the leather barrel, and smaller apparatus like the spine corrector, for instance. So there's
that sounds exciting. The spine corrector.
Spine corrector. Yes, sounds very, very therapeutic, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but in mat class, it's simple stuff, and everybody can do mat Pilates. And you don't necessarily need anything to do it, because you work with your body weight and gravity, of course, and then you also work with resistance that you can create on your own, doing certain, you know, chest lifts or leg lifts. Your own body weight is providing you with that.
Wow, so that's nice. You're working with your own body's mechanics.
Yes.
And the workout that you're getting would be a pretty dynamic workout. I would think you would use a lot of little weird muscles that maybe we don't use on a regular basis.
That is very true. So we're not just working the big muscle groups, we're working the postural muscles. So that is the muscle that keep you upright in a healthy position and keep you, you know, standing up straight and being strong from the inside out rather than from the outside. Okay, so that is the main importance about Pilates also.
Right, so it works from the inside out versus the outside in, like weightlifting or maybe one of those classes that makes you do all those crazy things.
Exactly.
We won't name any names. But
That's true. No. It's right. Also, Pilates has, you know, I think you have to have your mind together in order to make the right movements. So Pilates makes you think in many different ways than other exercise programs might do, because we are focusing on the deep muscles. You have to active them, you have to access them. And if you're not ready for it, or if you're distracted, or if life is too crazy, then it takes some extra attention to go there.
Now I have to ask, what's the difference between Pilates and yoga?
Oh yeah, I was hoping this was coming. The main difference, so people ask me this all the time, I have to say, and the main difference for me is that Pilates gives you a whole body workout in an hour. It strengthens the body, it stretches the body, and it balances the body, and that is where Pilates comes in.
Excellent, strengthening and balancing, and then of course creating this long, lean line, decompressing the spine. I love that.
Exactly.
That's truly amazing. Well, awesome. Yeah. So it sounds to me like anyone of any fitness level can do one level of Pilates or another.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Yes, so you know, Pilates can be very correcting. It can be correcting. At the same time, it can be a rigorous, hard, athletic workout and
so it's
fun
for everybody. Something for everybody, Sandy.
Yes,
well,
something for
awesome.
everybody. It's
well,
true.
Thank you for explaining that. We're going to do some postures. That's not yoga, which is great. I hate yoga. But anyhow, so we've been talking with Sandy Lochow, who is a Pilates instructor, telling us all about Pilates. It's just been awesome. I'm going to start sweating here in a second. So just thinking about it. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley experience. So don't go away.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride!
She's not the kind of girl who's lacking for much. When it comes to getting honey, she's got the touch. Well, even though she earns every penny she gets, some people know how to make the most of it. But every single evening when the workday is through, she sits at her piano and she thinks of you. She's got a brand new dress from the 5 and dime, ruby red lips and a glass of wine. She's unplugged the TV and the telephone. No need in feeling lonely, but the girl's all alone. Well, she doesn't need a savior to be born again. She doesn't need a knight to come charging in, but she thinks she felt a miracle in the palm of your hand. That once-in-a-lifetime harmony only two can understand. It's a shame that someone's locked you up and hidden the key, 'cause from where I stand on 4th Street, it sure looks like love to me. She's got a brand new dress from the 5 and dime, ruby red lips and a glass of wine. She's unplugged the TV and the telephone. No need in feeling lonely, but the girl's all alone. You have to see the sense of humor in this twisted fate. Did you ever find the hacksaw she hid in your birthday cake? Are you wrestling with your conscience, with what is wrong and right? Are you sawing away at the prison bars and breaking out tonight? You know you're just a few blocks from absolutely free, and from where I stand on 4th Street, it sure looks like love to me. You know you're just a few blocks from absolutely free, and from where I stand on 4th Street, it sure looks like love to me.
I love it. I love it. Cattywampus, everyone. This is fantastic. You guys don't have any fun at all, do you?
Always.
None. You can see they're all very serious. They're all very serious. Like, awesome. Christy Fisher, everyone. Now, can you introduce everyone for me?
Yes. So this is Tina Lochow on percussion.
Tina.
Right on. And we have Keith Smith on lead guitar and ukulele sometimes. And then we have Mr. Cal Greer on upright bass or a very large ukulele.
Hey, that is, I know, the largest ukulele ever made.
Right.
Which is really cool. And of course, Christy Fisher. Thank you guys for being here. How's everything going for you these days?
Great. We're going to the recording studio next week.
I know.
We're going to do our first CD, and that's going to be a blast.
I know. That is so exciting. Your first CD. Yep. Is it self-titled?
We're going to call it Cattywampus in the Friend Zone, because sometimes we have friends of ours that play with us, and it can go up to 12 pieces. Wow. So depending on who's on different parts, it's like we have a gospel choir, a bunch of girls, and things like that. So yeah, it can be fun. It is fun.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Yeah, and you play all around the Verde Valley. I know you're playing at the Spirit Room.
Next week.
You're also playing at the Mile High Grill.
The following day.
And then you're going to come down and do Oak Creek Brewery in Sedona. Yep, on a Friday.
On a Friday. You know it better than I do.
No, I just
Right.
You know and then the Friday afterwards is that brewery.
Right, we got
Cottonwood
that brewery
on Friday.
That's right. Okay.
Yep. So
yeah.
Reminder.
Yeah. Thank you. I'd have to look at my little calendar.
Just remind you, you're playing. You know that on Friday. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cool. That's really great. Now, if we want to keep tabs on your Facebook page.
Facebook for sure. It's under Cattywampus Music. And then we have a website, cattywampus.music.com. And then my website, christyfisher.com, also has a music calendar on it. So,
yes, it does. Thank you for having that all linked in together. It was very easy to find out where you're playing.
Thank you.
So that's really cool. Your type of music is so much fun. It's really original. You can't classify it in anywhere. I mean, it's funky, it's soulful, but it's fun, it's hip, and there just isn't like a genre to stick you in.
That's why we call it Cattywampus.
Which is perfect.
It kind of goes across the board.
It is.
Right?
It very is.
Yeah.
How long has Cattywampus been around now?
About a year, I would say, with the core bunch. I mean, Tina and Keith and I have been kind of doing this for about a year. Cal came on board, what, a couple of months ago? Three months ago, something like that.
Welcome,
and it was
Cal.
just like, woohoo, we got a bass player now.
I know.
It's like, this is
Giant
awesome.
ukulele.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Pick it up and play it.
He
can.
Right.
Wow. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are no fun. You are no fun.
Yeah, it is a blast.
You're awesome. Thank you for that. That's great. And I bet when we come to see you perform, this is what we get. We get fun. We get laughter.
Oh, yeah.
We get mayhem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
know.
Definitely mayhem.
Yeah.
And we like to do the unexpected. We do what we call twisted covers. So we'll take cover tunes of things that you might remember from the 70s, 80s, pop kind of stuff, and we'll do it our way.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I like that. Well, it's hard to be serious when you play a ukulele. It
True
really
that.
is.
True that.
You know, no offense to the ukulele, of course, but
True
you know,
that.
you can't do it without a smile. You
Right.
just can't. And of course, percussion like you do it, Tina, is fantastic.
Yeah.
And you're always so awesome. And I loved it when you took off with the guitar. That was really cute. And of course, who can't stand a giant ukulele? I mean, it's just a great group. Okay, so we've got to check out ChristyFisher.com. Is that correct?
Yep.
And cattywampus.music.
No,
There's no dot.
cattywampusmusic.com.
Just cattywampusmusic.com to find your schedule.
Right.
You always seem to be doing something, and that's excellent. So we want to keep up with you. And originals for the most part, correct?
That one was original.
That's great.
So
who
that's
who writes?
I write.
Yeah?
Yeah, and so that first one was original, and then we'll do a cover for the second song. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What was the first one called? I love it.
4th Street Girl.
4th Street Girl.
Yeah.
That was adorable.
Thank
I
you.
really liked that. Of course, you had no fun at all when you performed it. None whatsoever. What's the next song you're going to play?
We're going to do a version of I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
Oh,
So,
fun.
oh, yeah, on ukulele.
Oh, my
So that's
gosh.
why we like to do the unexpected.
Is it hard to modify something to play it on the ukulele? No?
No, ukulele is what we call the gateway drug. You know,
Music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it does lead to a lot of other things. And my mission at this point is to, put it out there as a viable instrument, and it has become accepted like that, just like a guitar, because there's so much that you can do with an ukulele that people don't imagine you to do. Put it through looper pedals, run it through, other boards, put a whammy bar on it. I mean, there's the things you can do are exactly the same things you can do with any other stringed instrument. And so,
if I may interject, you also are a good arranger, though, too.
Oh, I
That's
love
true.
doing
You're
that
brilliant.
part. I like doing
So
that kind
that
of thing.
helps.
And I play piano as well. So it's like
great.
at the shows, I usually bring my piano out.
Excellent,
and do that
Christy.
too.
That's
Yeah,
super.
it's
So
fun.
go out and get yourself a ukulele. Obviously, I got one. So last time you were here, I got one. I got one. So awesome, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate you. I love your music. It's really awesome. Cattywampus, check out this coming album that's coming out soon, going into the recording. Love it. In the Friend Zone, Cattywampus. Look for it.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. We'll see you next time.
At
First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. And then I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and now you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here, you got that look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock, I should have made you leave your key. If I'd known for just 1 minute you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go, walk out that door, don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live and I got all my love to give. I'll get by, I will survive. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart, kept trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And then I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And now you feel like walking in and just expect me to be free. Well, I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go on now, go, walk out that door, don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I.